What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Burndown YouTube channel. It is 2023. We are back. We are taking some baby steps to kind of get back in the routine, get back into action with filming, editing, and all of it. But I figured what I would do, an easy way to kind of get things rolling, is to kind of give you guys an overview, some goals for what we have upcoming for 2023 season, and to share a couple things with you. And basically let you know that I didn't do much on my car. So the weather is finally turned in California. I had an 80-degree Christmas, which was pretty cool. And then it kind of went downhill. So it's been rainy off and on. And for those of you guys that follow the channel a lot, you know that I work out in the driveway. So we'll start getting hardcore here if we have to. And I'll put the easy up and just work in the rain. But it's not that fun, but we'll do what we got to do. But I do have the one wheel tub essentially done, and then we started on the other wheel tub. So other than that, I collected a couple parts, and then I got another big surprise. Now I'm just going to show you now because he's probably going to ruin stuff at a certain point. So we got a visitor for the holidays that we broke out of puppy jail, and he just showed up, landed on my lap, and he's not ours yet, but I'm a couple days away. When he's up for adoption, I think we're going to do a foster fail and pull the trigger. So I want to introduce you guys to the almost newest member of the family. This is Eddie. Come say hi, Eddie. So this is Eddie Spaghetti. We broke him out of puppy jail. He showed up like 2 days before Christmas. He's been helping me in the shop. And for those of you that have followed long enough, you guys know that I have bulldogs. We lost Peaches a little over a year ago, and I wasn't expecting to do any more bulldog shenanigans for quite a while. But I guess, you know, the universe had other plans, so here we are. He's been a lot of fun. He gets under the truck and tries to work with me. I have to put up this like puppy gate thing over here to try to keep him from kind of cruising off and doing his thing. He's learning his name and learning some manners. He's, like I said, he's been chilling here all day while I've been doing stuff. But it's been a lot of fun. We have the other two dogs, so it's a total of 3, and that is we are full up on the animals. He does have all the bully tendencies, though. He will yell at me and make noise, and he's been a lot. He's been pretty fun. I don't need this pressure. I'm trying to get stuff done. I can't just pet you all day. Hey. Listen to me. I have things to do, okay? I didn't know I needed a bulldog till I got another bulldog, I guess. So he's been a good egg. You guys will start seeing him on the channel. We can feature him doing stuff. He loves car rides. He's good people. So for the dog people, I want to share that with you. So see you later, Eddie. Yeah, he don't care. See, Eddie don't care. So there's that. A lot of you guys probably are wondering about this thing. This thing is on essentially a time clock. It's not going to get 100% finished. It will leave, should leave running, driving, but not paint body, nothing too crazy like that. But we've gotten pretty far. I got to finish up on exhaust. I was waiting on some headers that didn't come through, so we're just running the manifolds. We got the steering, got a bunch of stuff. We are just very, very close to getting this thing to a running, driving, testing the air ride, all that fun stuff. So this thing this year will leave, and the reason I'm bringing this up is you always see the cars in here in the background in a lot of my videos, and I focus on my toys, which are these two monsters. But I have a pretty special build coming up, and I think we might start putting that on the channel for you guys as well, and more so of kind of an A to Z build. You know, I might take you guys with me when I actually get to pick the next car that I'm working on. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. And then I get to plan it all out and everything, just like I do some of my stuff when I do renderings and all that. So the next one is gonna be special. It will be a lot of fun. So let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing that, because that's weekly content wise, that would be something that I could easily just kind of keep updates, or maybe if I'm working on a particular portion of it, I could do some how-tos or how I do stuff. It's not even a how-to, because there's a lot of different ways to skin a cat. But yeah, maybe we can start doing some more of that stuff this season. I've heard from quite a few people that some of the videos where I break down on how to do things, it's just evergreen content. People continue to like it. And I think the one thing that I do well is I can kind of bridge the gap between technical information and an average car builder or enthusiast. And that's usually the hard thing. Like when you sit down and you try to learn about new things, half the time you're like, I don't really want to know about it. I just want to get this particular thing done. And you just need to know enough to be dangerous and, you know, obviously get things accomplished. So maybe we'll do some of that stuff this year. Speaking of educating and showing people, if you followed along last year too, you know that I don't even know how many videos that I had. Matt and I were joking that I was going to change or have a second channel called the Cool Down channel instead of Burndown. Well, I deep dove into how to keep things cool because I have the Twinnebago and she was having a hard time cooling. And a lot of that was because I had put cars and things together, but nothing of that magnitude, of that weight, and so on. And I learned so much from doing race week in 2020 with my car, and we did good, but it wasn't 100, right? And I was like, the cooling could be improved. And then we got to the motorhome, and the cooling on that was not even close to good. Well, I got into the fans, all the brushless ball stuff. So we picked this nugget up. So I wanted to show this for you for comparison. This is a 12-inch. We got two of these on the Winnebago right now. So this is going to be the new Mamma Jamma. And to show you guys, this is 8-gauge power lead that feeds this thing. So this thing is bad with a capital B as I beat it up. But yeah, look at the size of the motor. So that's, you know, compared. Bam. So this is going to be paired with the new Champion cooling system radiator that I have. And I wanted to initially run this radiator fan, but it wouldn't fit the radiator I have in the Twinnebago, which also happens to not be sized properly. Oh, stay. It only works because I have badass fans on it. So instead of having the fans as a crutch, we're going to properly size the radiator and then overkill it with this fan. So maybe the pipe dream of towing with it may become reality, because I'd kind of lost hope in that department of like, man, I don't want to push it because it's hard enough to have to pull over and get off the road when you're not towing, let alone if you're loaded down towing and then you need even bigger spaces to kind of get off the road. And I was like, it's already stressed anyway. Well, we'll see. So that's going to be one of our projects this coming season, along with some like house battery upgrades and stuff, just basic stuff on the Bago, because the Bago's basically rock and roll. We fixed the rear end in it. It's ready to go. I have some plans. I want to make content with that thing. And then our major goal for this year is Rocky Mountain Race Week 1.0. I want to take the Malibu back. I'm looking for redemption. I'd like to be competitive in the hot rod class with the car, but I still have a ways to go because we got to finish a bunch of work. I have to get it certain. I have to get a license because we got to go quicker than a 10.0 if we want to be competitive in that class. The car will do it, but I need to be able to do it legally in order to obviously win, because you can't go there and cheat, because that's called cheating. So that's our main focus, our main goal. Other than that, LS Fest West, same routine, same deal. We will be there. But on a side note, I've had a sit-down discussion with my friend from Scat Performance, or Scat Crankshafts, and I'm looking to hopefully team up with them more this year as well as all my other sponsors, but namely them, because they do, I think LS Fest West, they have a booth. So maybe I'll be part of that, because when I tend to go, I don't really get intermingled with any of the Holly stuff. Like, they know who I am, but I'm not really in that club per se, I guess. So it'll be nice that we have a presenting sponsor, and hopefully I can help them and bring some attention and brand awareness for them, because I got to support the people that support me, and that's the whole name of the game. With that being said, I do not have tickets or a pass or whatever. I'm not entered in Rocky Mountain Race Week anymore. So essentially what they do is they do a legacy entrance into the events, right? So if you race one, you get to buy into the next one before everybody else. So that's why the spots sell out so fast, because once people get in, they don't really not go, right? So there's a really small limited number of tickets, you know, to get in for new people every year. I was lucky enough to get in 2020, but then I didn't go last year because I was like, well, I have to pick stuff. My budget isn't that big, so we opted to finish the Bego so I could use that for camping and for other things. And then my car, it was bringing the same knife to a gunfight, and I figured it'd be the same result, so there was no point, right? So we're making big changes this season to go back. So with that being said, at some point I might have to come up with some stickers or merch. Let me know what you guys think would be cool to actually have. I don't want to peddle junk on people. I hate the feeling of being the used car salesman and like, hey, buy my stuff, but at a certain point the reality is I need to put gas in the tank to get up to these events. And I love to bring you guys along, and I'm going to go come hell or high water, but you know, it'd be cool if I could pick some sort of stickers or whatever you guys would actually like to purchase. Be it maybe I'll make a run of shirts instead of the print-on-demand stuff, like I can actually go and get shirts and have a design, but I can't put the money in if I don't get money back on it. And then what I'd like to do is start doing that sooner than later so I can save that so it actually helps me get out to the events. Worst case scenario too, I will let you guys know that if I don't get in, I have a couple options. One is just to show up, but that's a piss poor option because I'm so far away mileage wise that if I just showed up, that's a big gamble if they don't let me in, and a lot of money wasted and a lot of time. The other option would be to sponsor a class, which is it's a pretty big number. I'll have to talk to Jason for more, or actually call and figure out what the amount is. I want to say it's at least a couple $1,000s, which is a really steep entry fee, but it'd be cool because I'd be supporting the event. I would put my logo on all the cars, so it'd be kind of cool to be a sponsor, but that would be the other thing. So if I sell stickers, do stuff, it may either just put gas in the tank for me to get there and back type deal, or a portion of that could go to sponsoring the thing so I could at least get in. Because my plan is to race 1.0. They're doing the same thing for 2.0, but I want to get to 1.0 this year. That is the goal. So yeah, we're going to have to come up with some sort of merch or some kind of cool idea that you guys would like that I could facilitate, that people would want. Like I said, I don't want to peddle junk. Maybe I'll come up with a creative idea. I was thinking air fresheners at one point, so I don't know if you guys would think that's cool or not, but anything I get, I have to buy in bulk in order to make it worthwhile. And it's an investment. I don't want to sit on 500 air fresheners that nobody wants, because then I'll just start giving them away. That's my problem. That's what I always do. But I'm thinking t-shirts, and I'll come up with maybe a good design. Maybe I'll shake down John Chase or my buddy from Hot Wheels, Larry Wood, maybe have him whip up like a Bego or something cool, so like people go, hey, that's cool, I like that, versus like, hey, feel bad for me and help me put gas in my tank so I can go racing, right? I'm not here to peddle junk. I'm here to help you guys and then bring you along with me. So yeah, other than that, those are kind of my big ticket items. My crank, all my parts are at the machine shop, so the engine's getting worked on. I got another couple phone calls to make, and then I might be able to figure out, inspect the cam. My buddy Ryan Jans is going to help me with that. He already had an idea, but I don't know if we're going to put heads on the new motor or not. So we'll have to make some phone calls and see. I don't think I really need them for the power goals that we're shooting for, but I may have a company that may be willing to get on board, and if they are, then we'll put the heads on the car and the sticker on the thing, but it's going to change what cam that I pick. So that's the conundrum that I have. So we'll have to see how that works out. And that's pretty much it. So that's a shakedown rundown. Thank you for listening to me ramble. I hope you guys are excited that I'm back in action. The next video, like I said, it's supposed to rain off and on all week. If I get out here and do some stuff, we'll cover it and I'll show you guys. It's supposed to be nice this weekend, so I got to go gangbusters because we got to get those wheel tubs pretty much sorted. And then the other thing I'm going to do too is I'm going to order a Davis Craig water pump. I talked to my buddy Anthony Harville, so what's up, Anthony, about that and the water pumps in the system, because I've never done water to air, because we're going water to air. So I figure once I finish the tin work, I might as well plumb at least the pump and all the stuff and have it where it goes, and then we can kind of push the water lines up to the front, and then we got to spin the car around because I got a whole hot side, cold side turbo to mount. We got lots and lots of stuff to do. So that's it. That's some of the stuff you can look forward to this season. That's what I'm looking forward to. Some shenanigans with the new Bulldog. I got 2 more days, by the way, until he's legal for adoption. So we're almost out of the woods. His owner could show up and get him, but I figure if they haven't tried yet, they probably don't care at this point. So he's kind of making his home here. We'll see how that goes. And then LS Fest West should be the first major event that we do, and then I'm looking forward from kind of setting the car there, figuring out what we need to do and where I think we could be for race week 1.0 up in the mountains, and we're going to do the damn thing. And then after that, depending on budget and if the car's in one piece and how life treats me, we will plan accordingly, because there's some other events and things I have my eye on, but I'm not made of money to get to race week 1.0. If I can at least do that, at least I say, but if I could do that, if I was lucky enough and fortunate to go back a second time, I mean, I don't really have to do any other events after that. Really, I could just go race local track and be happy. But I don't know, there's some other events kind of back east and stuff that I'd like to do, and there's some other drag and drives on this coast that are supposed to come up. So we will see, man. It should be an action-packed year. I don't know if my budget's going to be there to make it to all the stuff I'd love to do, but we're going to get this thing running. I think we're going to have a hell of a race car this season. I know that we'll be able to hit the number that I'm looking to do for race week for sure, and then we could bang on it further, but like I said, I want to keep it one piece and do a bunch of events. I'm not trying to be a hero. I'm not going to set any world records or anything like that. I just want to go as fast as we can go. I'd like to be somewhat competitive and like to enjoy myself, and hopefully do a lot more racing than wrenching this season. So I hope you guys get your projects running. Let's share some stuff. Let's build some things. Let's have some fun. You guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, share. Till next time, I'm out.